Well, who do we have here? What may bring you to my door in the middle of the night? You got lost in the forest? My, poor little thing. You must have walked for a very long time to find this place. It is in the middle of nowhere. Not to mention that I've never had any visitors. Only a monster would cast someone away that was in need of assistance. It truly is a terrible night for it to be raining. Speaking of which, please, let me invite you inside. I wouldn't want you to catch a cold out here. Let me cover you up. There. Don't worry though. I won't get cold or anything. I'm quite sorry, but you could say I'm a little excited that you're here. I've never had anyone come up here before, and I'm really interested in you. I mean, interested in people. I haven't seen any humans in a long time. Well, I'm sorry. I should be getting you a warm drink. Give me a moment, please. It's a good thing I had some leftover tea. Otherwise, we'd need to wait until tomorrow to get some more. I hope the taste is something you like. A lot of things grow around here, so you get used to drinking what you can find. Well, I do live up here. It's pretty simple. I'm kind of scared of people. As ironic as it sounds, I don't think I would be accepted by them. But it's all right. I told myself I don't need someone, and I don't need anybody to visit me. But it finally happened. I'm not trying to sound too excited, but I guess it's not really the best way to introduce myself. I've been thinking of so many different ways this could have happened and what I should say in the moment. I even practice everything, and I just feel like I should be honest about this type of stuff. I understand if I'm scaring you. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. You're not afraid of me? Well, if you say so, that's really good then. How's the tea? Is it good? I tried to make sure it wasn't too hot. I'm pleased to hear that you're enjoying it. I've been making tea for myself for as long as I can remember, so I really never heard anybody else's opinion. I really do feel like asking you a bunch of questions, though. I truly hope you don't mind. Have you encountered any kind of bizarre things on your way here? Like you felt like you were being watched? You have? Ah, that's interesting. You really do need to stay here for the night. It's a bit difficult for me to explain, but please believe my words. You trust me, right? I'm guessing that's something you usually don't do when you just met someone, but I'm grateful you trust me. I'll take your words to heart. If it wasn't raining, this would be a beautiful night. There's a full moon out, and everything. The sky would have been completely clear. Such a shame. But it doesn't matter. it'll all be over when the sun comes up. But before then, I'm guessing you must be hungry. Let me give you something. It won't take too long to prepare, I promise. I caught some frogs the other day by the river. Their legs are pretty tasty. But if it's not to your taste, I could get you something else in the morning. I'm quite good at fishing, so if you're okay with that, then I understand that frog legs might not be something you've eaten before. I do appreciate your optimism, though. Thank you. Of course, it's not much. They are quite small creatures. Oh, why the mask? I thought you would have asked earlier, but I guess it is a bit weird to ask. Well, to put it simply, this mask hides everything. There are some things that are better hidden. Wouldn't you agree? I promise I don't have an ugly scar or anything. It's just I feel more comfortable with it on. I only remove it when I sleep. Speaking of which, it's probably better if you were to rest. It's been a long night, and if you were to stay up any more, you would end up waking up in the afternoon. I don't own any spare beds, unfortunately. For good reason, of course. I am afraid you have to use my bed for the night. But it's alright. I honestly don't feel like sleeping much. My heart is still beating quite fast. No, I insist. I change the sheets every day, and I promise it's okay. Good. Please, let me carry you there. I'm sure it must be exhausting. If you stand up, you might simply fall over. I assure you also you're not a burden or anything, and I'll be gentle. Don't worry. There we go. It's a comfortable bed. I spent a long time perfecting it to my own taste. Hopefully you feel the same way. There we go. Let me tuck you in. There. I shall leave you for the night here, if that's okay. Oh, you don't want me to leave. I'm guessing you aren't feeling very well. If you don't feel safe by yourself, I understand. I know this place, and I promise I'll remain quiet at night. If you mean you want me to help you sleep well, then sure. All you need to do is close your eyes and let me do my magic. It's a pretty good trick. I hope you don't mind if I start humming to you. I'm no great singer, but I do like to hum. I take care of things, and I feel safe because there's no one out there to listen to me. seems you're awake. You caught me off guard. I was sure you'd be in dreamland for a while. Hmm? Oh, well, I'm the girl from earlier, of course. Just without my mask. I hope my physical appearance doesn't bother you too much. Yes, those are real ears, and that does hurt a little bit. I'm surprised you aren't scared or shocked. You only really seem interested. Why? Why was I so close to your face? I just wanted to see your face really close, that's all. I've never seen a human face before. It was only... well, let me be honest, I think you are the most beautiful thing I've ever encountered in my life. I would have used the word person, but I haven't seen any other human in my life, so it's really hard to explain, but these are my true feelings. I know I only met you today, and I can understand if it sounds strange. I just want to look into your eyes as long as I can. I'm not saying that because I'm lonely. If I really wanted to get someone random, I'd go to the nearest village, but I refuse. I've been told by my mom from a very young age that I needed to stay here. Here is where I was meant to meet my soulmate. It's honestly a very cute tradition, but I've waited for over 200 years now. But I think you've finally come to me. I really couldn't hold my excitement anymore. I just wanted to know the feeling of your beautiful skin. I promise I wasn't trying to force a kiss on you or anything like that. But you do have such a gorgeous face. Oh, this? Yes. So, we don't have normal ears like you. We have these pointy ears on our head. We also have tails on our back. You can tell how old a kitsune really is based on their tails. I guess you can tell I'm quite old when I said I've been waiting over 200 years. For you, I guess that's a long time. It's honestly amazing that I can live for so long. I promise you I'm not human. Not the slightest. Even if my father was a human, my mother was a kitsune. She raised me until I reached the age of 20, and I haven't seen her since. But she always told me how I'm meant to stay here. I'm meant to wait until the day I meet my soulmate. And that day finally came. I really do hope this isn't too weird for you. It's not. You're oddly understanding. I'm not complaining, of course. You like me. That's so amazing. You'd want to live with me forever? I can't believe it. It was true all along. I can finally stop wearing this mask and show my true nature. My true colors. To the one I love. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to have finally met the one I'm meant to be with. You know, I never imagined this day would come. And for it to be someone as beautiful as yourself. I am so lucky. Honestly, this entire time I've been waiting, it has been quite lonely. But now that you're here, I'll never be lonely again. Honestly, you may have to adjust to my ways, but it's going to be alright. It will be probably different for you. When I fish, I catch them in my mouth. When I sleep, I curl up with my tail. Hopefully my ears twitching in the night don't bother you. Us kitsune sleep a bit longer than normal humans. But I guess maybe you might like a fluffy companion in bed. I've heard that humans keep us as pets. Not quite us, but our furry relatives. Dogs and cats, you call them. Sometimes even foxes, I've heard. But I don't want you to see me as a pet. I promise I'm basically a human, like you. Maybe I live a couple 100 years more, but in my face I resemble your kind. You may pet my tail when you want, but be gentle. I'm very, very sensitive. Do you want to pet it now? It's fine if you do, but be gentle. It, uh, it, it's really sensitive. Uh, this is a very, very sensitive moment. I'm glad you like my tail, but don't touch it too often, okay? It, it, it's really sensitive, okay? And my ears too. You can give me head pats if you want, but be gentle with the ears. I'm glad I could learn a bit more about how we can work together. How do humans like to be loved? Do you also enjoy head pats? Or maybe even... I guess you don't have a tail. What's the equivalent of rubbing a human's tail then? I guess I can pet your hair for a little while. Here. Does this feel nice? Honestly, when humans pet me, it is a bit embarrassing, but I've always been told I'm quite soft by my mother. Your hair is quite soft also. Your skin is also quite soft. I feel like the entirety of you is soft. I will promise not to hurt you, little human. You are my one and only, and I'll never leave you. You are my soulmate, forever and always.